Alright guys, we're going to go out and we're going to close the tunnels up. Got a line of bad storms coming through right now. Still about an hour away from me, but I want to get the tunnels closed up before that. But we've had 40-45 mile an hour winds. Of course, this is a different video from me cutting the leads. It's the next day. But just want to take a look at this. That limb snapped off right up there from the tree today when I was out here. Right now we've got, I think it's 40 mile an hour winds. It's not that bad out there right now, but I've got to get these high tunnels closed up to try to give them the best chance of surviving 80 mile an hour plus winds right now. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but hopefully you can. But no, we've got to try to get these sides closed up the best we can. Make sure that one's down, babe. There you go. Just like that. So hopefully the wind is coming from the west to the east. So hopefully when it hits this, the wind's going to go over the top. I wasn't for sure if we'd have to go through the tunnel or not, but I talked to my buddy Nick with Bootstrap Farmer, and he said make sure you close the tunnels up. So that's what I'm doing right now. So we're just going to walk up to the top here. And like I said, it's the middle of December and it's 80 some degrees right now. And tomorrow's going to be 40 something. So that just tells you how this storm's coming through, how warm this stuff gets. But let me get this, about fell and broke my ankle. Let me get this turned down. What makes it easy about these Bootstrap Farmer kits, this all metal kit here, is it comes with these side curtains. As you can see, my wife over there is rolling the side curtains down. It makes it so much easier to roll this down by yourself, one-handed, and still hold the camera. But we'll get these rolled down. Let's see if this helps. You can see the storm's coming from up there, and I know it's not the greatest wind in the world, but man, 80 mile an hour wind gusts coming. It's like I said, it's about 40-45 right now. It's been blowing pretty strong all day, so I just hope that hope these wind gusts aren't as bad as they say they're going to be. But ultimately, they said there's all the places out west to be about an hour from me have already hit over 80 mile an hour winds right now coming through. So I was just watching the news. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna try to get out here when the wind comes out. We're gonna check these tunnels up and see exactly what's going on. Guys, you know, they always say, you know, you're from Kansas when there's a bad thunderstorm coming and you go outside to check it out. I'm sure they say that about other states too, but that was always the joke, running joke when I was a kid. So I am inside the big 20 by 100 all metal high tunnel. I've got the sides rolled down. Good idea to go ahead and roll the sides down. It's not a guarantee, folks. This is literally some 4 or 6 mil plastic. I can't remember. So it's not going to hold very severe weather or anything like that. But we have had sustained 45 mile an hour winds today. We are gusting over 65 miles an hour right now. But this line of storms that's coming through central Kansas, literally is moving at 75 to 80 mile an hour. So they said that Fort Riley, if you guys are familiar with Fort Riley, they said they clocked 92 mile an hour winds like 30 minutes ago. So, woo, look at that. You guys see that tunnel move? I was just standing here talking to you and I could see the whole sides flexing. Literally, that's what we've got hitting us. They said we're gonna have about 10 minutes of this storm when it comes through here, and about 30 minutes is when it's gonna hit us. And they said it is supposed to be 82 mile an hour plus winds that's gonna come through for 10 minutes. And then it says there's gonna be sunshine and clear skies on the backside. So I just wanted to come out and kind of hang out here. Just wanted to come out here and hang. Man, you can see the side of this tunnel. But that tells you the strength of these all metal, 100% made in USA bootstrap farmer kits. Like I said, I've got the hurricane strapping on here, as you guys can see. But yeah, I mean, we're hitting 40, 50 plus mile an hour winds right now. It's been that, like I said, it's been that way all day, and this thing has stood the test of time. This kit is awesome. I cannot say enough about it. But anyway, I thought I'd come out here and check this out. Just see what's going down. Woo. Guys can hear that wind. But yeah, this thing's holding up great. I'm pretty happy. A lot of people I get will ask me about these high tunnels, about the wind, and say, well, how did that thing fare out? Well, you know, these things are made in central Texas. So they do get some pretty good wind there, just like we do here in Kansas. But everything looks like it's doing great. I mean, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay out here when those 80 mile an hour winds hit, but everything looks good. I just wanted to check this out and reach back with you. What we'll probably do is I'll probably do another video here when the wind hits. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a look of the wind. So you can, the tunnel's still holding up though, but I'm on the back side. The wind's coming from the west. As you can see, you can't see. We had some hail earlier, but everything's looking good now. They said it was only going to be a 5 or 10 minute storm, and then that was it. Check the high tunnels out. It's about 32, 33 degrees out here. A little bit of wind, not too much. Last night, if you guys aren't in the Midwest or you guys didn't watch the news, we had pretty bad line of storms come through from Oklahoma all the way through Nebraska. We had wildfires out here just west of us, probably about 2 hours west of us, 3 hours west of us here. But we're going to go out and we're going to check some of these tunnels up. What I could see, or what I could see through the rain and the smoke, it looked like they fared out okay. So let me get this turned around. We'll check it out. Well, I put the sides down. I contacted Bootstrap Farmer last night, my friend Nick. You guys have seen him on the farm a couple times. He told me to put the sides down to keep as much wind from whipping through it. I think what the mind thought was on that is the wind would whip through the side curtain and then get caught around in here maybe and then rip this plastic. So I had the side curtains down. As you can see, the side curtains fared out decently, but it did rip. All my conduit broke. So what happened is it came apart, and then with that wind, even with the side curtains down, with that wind coming, it was whipping that plastic, and it was beating that pole up against this plastic up here. So to keep from poking a hole in it, I came out in the middle of the night because I could hear it in the house. That's how loud it was. I came out here in the middle of the night and I took the conduit apart. As you can see, it's bent over there. So looks like I may have to go to the home improvement store and get some new conduit to replace that, to get that buttoned up for this winter. Let's go inside the tunnel here. Yeah, see, I mean, side curtain's still down, and we didn't get any damage. So that tells you guys, even this DIY kit, which is not the all metal kit, but it's a DIY kit that I built myself with Bootstrap Farmer's instructions and plastic. This thing held out amazing. This isn't the first time it's had wind 40, 50, 60, 70 mile an hour hit this. Last winter, we had a storm that went through that was the same thing, but it had a lot of ice in it and rain. Luckily, this time it was 80 degrees and we didn't have hardly any rain, but we had a lot of side wind is what they were worried about. Looks like it did knock the ladder down over there. Other than that, everything looks like it fared out pretty good. I don't see any holes in the plastic or any rips. So if you guys were wondering how these tunnels hold up in the wind, I always get people. My uncle just called me on the phone actually not 5 minutes ago. Check to make sure everything was good here on the farm and that the high tunnels held up. The only other thing is, of course, we had this area tarped off, and you can see that the winds, that's the west. That's where the winds came through. So they come over the top of this ridge here. And we do have a kind of a wind block with the evergreen trees over here, but it still is pretty high impact. Well, it come through here. And of course, no matter how many poles or concrete blocks I put on this piece of plastic, it's going to whip this thing around. So I got to get through here today, and I got to pick up all the stuff. And then I'm going to try to stretch these out. If the wind's about 5-6 miles an hour, it ought to be okay. Stretch this plastic back out and get this pinned back down. For our squash, zucchini, and okra is going to go this year. So let's take a walk up to the top here. How did you guys fare out? I know some of you guys that are my subscribers on my channel are from the Midwest. A lot of them are from Kansas and Nebraska and Missouri. How did you guys fare out when that storm came through? I was keeping an eye on everybody, trying to see what was going on. I was hoping all of you guys made it through safe. But that tunnel looks like it fared out pretty good. I think what helped us a lot is when I was talking to my buddy. I was actually talking to Nick and Julian. Julian made Julian's with Bootstrap also. He made a comment about, it's not always the structure that's going to fail. It's going to be something flying in the air at that rate of speed with the wind hitting that plastic and ripping it. And it's just like anything else. This plastic is wiggle wired from the hip board up top. So if it does get a rip somewhere in this area here, it's just going to rip like an accordion. But everything looks like it fared out pretty good. The roll-up sides look very good. I said everything looks good inside of there. We're going to pop inside here real quick. Let's take a look inside. Yeah, cover crops are looking amazing. Everything looks really good. It looks weird in here because I mowed it the other day, a couple days ago. I mowed the high end of it with a bagger on my push mower. And then I just threw that in the compost pile. But what I wanted to do was make this all one level. And then I watered it in very, very well to see if it'll regrow. Let's see what... It says it's 55 in here right now, which is not bad when it's 30 outside. So, but the tunnel fared out very well. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I can't say anything about it, as you guys can see. So that's pretty stoked for me. I was more worried about the tunnels last night than anything, I mean, but yeah, everything looks pretty good. Yeah, I got my blue totes. Looks like a couple of them blew out over there, but I think I'm gonna get over there, check out the damage on that and get that fixed up. But guys, I just wanted to do a short video, just kind of show you that we did make it through, and I was thinking about every single one of you that was in the line of these storms. But anyway, guys, I'm going to stop the video here. So once again, you guys know the drill. Take care. Be kind to one another. God bless, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.